All right, always got to go with a big flex here, right? I'm gonna break the jacket. Okay, anyway, everybody, this is He-Man Scientist 3, aka Roman numeral. See, I'm already screwing up here. But okay, today we're gonna go through a couple different theories, and I actually had a video request from a viewer. His name's Taylor. You know who you are. And he's pretty popular in the comment section, but he had said that he requested that we go through all the planets within the Milky Way galaxy and just talk about an interesting fact about them. So anyway, we are going to do that right away. But today I want to talk about cancer. You know, unfortunate how it's such a horrible disease. But you see, my theory, I always wanted to get this out there, was, you know, how the cancer cells, they multiply, right? So that's of course your symbol for multiplication. So would not be the cure, like what's the opposite of this, right? Would the cure for cancer, the opposite of multiplication is division, right? So if you could somehow divide out the cells that are creating these awful things that destroy the body, because right now, is it still like the only thing that you can do is pretty much like, say if you get cancer like on a limb or whatever, is just remove that part of your body right before it spreads. But anyway, I'm not a doctor or anything, and so anyway, let's go over what the request is today. So okay, so I'm not sure what kind of colors I have here today, but yeah, we're just gonna go with some random ones. Okay, so let's say Mercury, right? Now, it's kind of funny that Mercury is, it's the closest planet to the sun, but you know what's interesting about it is it's definitely not the hottest planet. So you see, you have another planet, right, which we all know, which is actually Venus, the second planet from our star, the sun. It's actually, the atmosphere of it is so freaking hot that you can actually melt lead there. So like there's no way that human life or normal life could actually survive at all. So and of course we have Earth, you know all the amazing facts about Earth, how we have like the oceans that are salted, we have freshwater lakes, we even have lakes that actually are salted too, like oceans, and you know we have numerous amounts of types of life, and we're pretty much the only kind of life that we actually know about at this moment on Earth. So Mars is the next planet. Let's draw a big, I don't have red here today, but anyway, Mars. So it's actually well known that Mars is it may have well had an atmosphere at one point, you see. And there's actually a mountaintop on Mars that's actually larger than Everest. So kind of funny, hey, how it's a smaller planet than Earth, but it actually has a mountaintop that's larger than the one on Earth. So okay, so then of course we have all these rocks. Everything that kind of separates once you get past Mars, and there's actually some theories that may have been like another planet there at one point, but somehow it got collided with another planet, it got destroyed or something. So of course the next planet we have is Jupiter. So if we draw out Jupiter here, you know, that's, oh, just markers I'm looking. That's the big planet here. I mean, I should have more of a orange and kind of red color, but let's just say this is Jupiter, right? You have that big spot in Jupiter that's been a storm that's been going on for a long, long time. But it's actually, Jupiter's the largest planet in our solar system, so it's actually said that Jupiter may have well been a failed star. That's why it's so large, and Jupiter and Saturn, of course, are your gas planets, or your gas giants. So it's actually a theory that you could fit about 700 Jupiters into our sun. So, of course, the next planet we have are the one that have the rings on it there, Saturn. So it's actually, Saturn has yeah, that doesn't look very well. See, that's why I try to write country music. I don't draw for a living. Anyway, if that sort of looks believable, Saturn actually has a planet on it called Titan, and Titan is actually that's its moon, and Titan is actually it has a pretty similar, like it has an atmosphere that could almost sort of support Earth. I mean, of course, Saturn is getting to be pretty far away, too far away from the sun, so it would be pretty extremely cold there. But that might be kind of our, if we don't find another planet after our planet Earth. I mean, it's not so much Earth, it's our sun. Once the sun goes into its red giant phase and almost engulfs the Earth like that, this planet, I mean this moon, Titan off of Saturn, might be our kind of getaway place. I mean, we'll have to, it might be living indoors. Well, what am I talking about? This is like a billion years from now, but it might be living indoors, or it'd be too cold, but it would be sort of a way that human life could kind of continue on. So of course you have the next one is Uranus, and everyone knows that as Uranus. But I actually just heard on the radio last night that there was a, last night in the sky, it was actually very well, it was actually somewhat possible to see Uranus. So that's sort of the interesting fact about that. And then of course we know Neptune, which is the 4th largest planet within the solar system. And then we have our dwarf planet, Pluto, which is kind of been kicked out of our lineup of 9 planets in the Milky Way galaxy and brought back as a dwarf planet. So there we go. All right, we can wipe our hands clear off of that request. So thanks again, and that's the 3rd one complete here. So I want to try to go for 10 He-Man scientist moments here, and of course our field trips that have a 0.5 kind of thing in there. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.